Hey, so customer service is a big part of many different jobs in many different industries. Customer service is important not only if you are a customer service representative, and every moment that you spend with your customers or your clients is an opportunity for you to make them feel special and to create an amazing experience. And your choice of language or your choice of words reflects how much you care about and value your customers. So in today's lesson, we are learning 20 very useful phrases for customer service. First off, let's have a look at some phrases for getting your conversation started with your customer or your client. Now, two of the most common phrases that I'm sure you have heard and probably used if you work in customer service are, "How can I help you?" or "Is there anything I can help you with today?" How can I help you? Or is there anything I can help you with today? Now, these two phrases are very common, as I said, and they're kind of the essential foundation of a conversation with a customer. These questions can be asked in a shop or on the phone if you are providing a service or if you are selling a product. If you're talking to a customer and you work in retail, for instance, it's very common to ask, "How can I help you today?" Or "Is there anything I can help you with today?" Another great phrase is, "Thank you so much for waiting." Thank you so much for waiting, or "Thank you for your patience." Now, this one is common when your customer has been in line waiting to speak to you, or when they have been on hold on the phone. You always want to thank them for waiting, okay? People don't like waiting for things. Unfortunately, people are kind of impatient by nature. When you start your conversation by thanking them for waiting or thanking them for their patience, it just sets a positive tone for the rest of the conversation. Another question you might ask early on in your conversation is there anything else I can help you with? Is there anything else I can help you with today? Okay, and this one is useful for when you have answered your customer or client's question, and then you want to make sure that you've done the maximum you can. You can ask, "Is there anything else I can do for you?" or "Is there anything else I can help you with today?" Next, let's look at some phrases for when you have to apologize to a customer. Now, there's lots of different reasons and situations in which you might have to apologize to a customer. Perhaps you made a mistake, perhaps someone else made a mistake. Perhaps your customer just had a bad experience, all right? So it's not necessarily that you've done something wrong and you have to say sorry. There are different situations in which apologizing is appropriate, professional, and expected. And when it comes to apologizing, you want to make sure that you are putting yourself in the customer's shoes. Even if you are apologizing on behalf of your company or on behalf of someone else. So instead of simply saying, "I'm sorry," try putting yourself in your customer's shoes, trying to understand how they feel, and you can use a combination of any of these phrases. I apologize for something. Now, instead of saying, "I apologize if you're upset," you want to apologize for something that you actually believe happened. And your choice of words is important, and this is an example. I or we apologize for something. For instance, I apologize for the mistake or for the mix-up. Now, mix-up is just another way of saying mistake. Something was mixed up, a mistake was made, okay? I apologize for the mix-up, or I apologize for the mistake. As I mentioned, your choice of words is important. So instead of saying, "I apologize if there was a mistake," or "if someone made a mistake," you want to be careful here and you want to say, "I apologize for something," okay? Even if the mistake was not made by you and you're not 100% sure that a mistake was made, by saying, "I apologize for this happening," it makes the customer feel like you believe them and that you think that their problem is important, that this mistake is important. Whereas, "I apologize if a mistake was made," sounds like it gives the impression that you kind of doubt that a mistake was made, or maybe a mistake wasn't really made, but if so, I'm sorry. Instead, you want to sound more sure of your apology, okay? So be careful with your prepositions here. So I apologize for the mistake. You can also use we instead of I if you're apologizing on behalf of your team, your department, or your company. I apologize, or we apologize for the oversight. Now, oversight is a mistake that is made when someone forgets to do something or essentially overlooks something. That's kind of a synonym, okay? Something is supposed to be done and the person responsible just forgot to do it, okay? That's an oversight. I apologize for the confusion or for the misunderstanding. I apologize for the confusion or the misunderstanding. Now, this phrase focuses more on the fact that there was a miscommunication or a misunderstanding instead of whose fault it was, okay? Instead of, I apologize that my colleague didn't explain that properly, or I apologize that you didn't understand. That's not the best choice of words. It's kind of putting the blame on someone else. Instead, you just want to focus on the fact that there was a misunderstanding and you want to apologize for that, and then go ahead and shift your focus to finding a solution. And I apologize for the inconvenience. I apologize for the inconvenience. This is a good one to use if your customer has been waiting a long time or they've experienced any inconvenience that they shouldn't have. Next, some useful phrases for solving a problem that your customer might have. First up, let's find a solution for you. Let's find a solution for you. This is a nice phrase because it sounds collaborative. It sounds like you and the customer or client could be working together to find a solution, or you and your colleagues and your team could be working together to find a solution for your customer. So this is a nice one for after you have listened to the issue, you've listened to the problem, you've taken the time to gather all the information you need, make sure you understand the facts, and then you want to come up with a positive response and say, all right, let's find a solution for you. Another option, I will look into that right away. I will look into that right away. Now, look into is a nice phrasal verb to know. Look into just means to investigate something further or get some more information about something. Next, here's what we can do to resolve this issue. Here's what we can do to resolve this issue, okay? So if your customer has faced a problem or an issue and you have a solution to present to them, this is a great phrase to start the presentation of your solution or the steps that you might need to take. Thank you for bringing this up, or thank you for letting me know. Thank you for bringing this up, or thank you for letting me know. This is a really nice one for when a customer or client has come to you with an issue, with a problem, or with a concern. You can start your response by thanking them for telling you, first of all. A lot of customers nowadays do not come to you with their concerns. Instead, they stay quiet, they say everything is okay, act like everything is okay, and then go online and leave a bad review. And a lot of people or businesses are surprised because they never had the opportunity to provide a solution, all right? So this is a lovely one. Next, let's look at some phrases for showing or expressing empathy. Now, empathy is the ability to understand how someone else is feeling. You put yourself in someone else's position and understand what they are experiencing or what they are going through. Now, it's important to empathize with your customers and with your clients because this shows that you value them, you care about them, and it also helps to calm them down if they are upset about something. Once you are able to empathize with your customers, it puts them in the right mindset to solve any problems. When you show empathy to your customers, it helps to get them into the right mindset to be open to solving a problem. So a good phrase for expressing empathy would be, I completely understand how, adjective, this must be for you. I completely understand how frustrating this must be for you. I completely understand how difficult this must be for you. A lot of times when you have a customer who's upset, they want to be heard and understood. That is a very first step to delivering good customer service, is to listen and to understand the issue that your customer is coming to you with, all right? Another option is, I understand this situation has been difficult and I will do everything I can to help you, or I will do everything I can to solve it. Now, this is a good one for a customer who has been facing an ongoing issue or an ongoing challenge, and maybe you are not the first person that they've spoken to. So they're becoming more and more frustrated, and you want to empathize with them and actually try to take the steps to solve the problem. Another nice one is, I will do my best to help you with this. I will do my best to help you with this. Or if you want to be a little more formal, you could use the word assist instead of help. I'll do my best to assist you with this. Or, I understand your concern. I understand your concern. Let's see what we can do for you. I understand your concern. Let's see what we can do. Next is, I would be happy to verb that for you. I would be happy to check that for you. I would be happy to do that for you. I would be happy to arrange that for you. And finally, I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your patience. This is a very simple but effective phrase, because when you acknowledge the fact that someone has had to be patient and has actually been patient, it really does mean a lot. It helps your customer to realize that you actually care about them, that they are valuable to you, and it puts them in a more positive state of mind. They're going to be more receptive to you and receptive to what you are saying to them. Now, with all of these phrases, you can use them in combination with each other. You can also adjust how formal you are. Depending on where you live, where you work, the culture of your company, the culture of your location, you will have to adjust your level of formality. Also, keep in mind that when you are speaking on behalf of your company or your team, you can use the pronoun we. And if you are speaking on behalf of yourself, of course, you can use I. Now, be careful with this one, because sometimes when you're speaking to someone face to face, it's a one-to-one conversation and you keep saying we, and there's no one else there. It can seem a little bit impersonal and kind of like you're deflecting and you're putting the attention, on a group of people who isn't even there. So just be careful with this one. Now, it's also a good idea to use contractions and shorter sentences or shorter versions of these sentences when you are speaking to someone. You can use more formal and longer versions of these sentences if you happen to be writing an email to a customer, for instance. Remember that spoken English and written English are not the same. So you want to make sure that you are adjusting the phrase to best fit the situation. Now, whether you work in customer service or you need to improve your customer service skills in general for the position that you have or that you are looking for, this is a topic that I teach in detail in the Essential English for Business course. That is a self-study online course to teach you the fundamentals of professional English communication. You can learn more about the Essential English for Business course down below in the description box. As well, you can grab your free ebook, English Conversations Made Simple, also linked down below. If you have any questions on this topic, please do drop those in the comments for me and let me know what your experiences have been with working in customer service in English. Customer service is a very, very, very important part of many, many jobs nowadays, and developing strong customer service skills are very, very valuable. So I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you for watching, learning, and spending time here with me today. I'll see you very soon in another one.